It is time to resume the World Series of Bowling 17 from Lucky Strike in Lakeville, Minnesota, minutes from Minneapolis. We begin the Chameleon Championship. 12 bowlers start our first show of match play. By night's end, we will crown a PBA champion. Here are the 12. Single elimination play. It's win or go home with some big names. The opening round features Anthony Simonsen, the top seed Jason Belmonte. He and Jakob Butturff, Jason Sterner, and Darren Tang get byes into the next round, the quarterfinals. In show 2, the 4 remaining bowlers battle it out with a race to 2 in the championship round. And welcome back to Lakeville. Dave Ryan alongside the Hall of Famer Chris Barnes. Belmo is back on TV. We can't wait to see what unfolds with Jason Belmonte today.
Well, he's had a little bit of up and down year, and he's had some struggles in that, but he loves his chameleon pattern. He's always great at the World Series, so I expect big things today. He's
won this 3 times on Chameleon. As a matter of fact, 8 overall World Series of Bowling titles. This goes back to 2011. World Series of Bowling 3, his first WSOB win. Chameleon Championship final match. Got by Sean Rash, 268-191. Belmo's second career title. His first was the 09 Long Island Classic. First of many to come for the great Jason Belmonte. Wow, 15 years ago. Belmo, 32 titles, 7th all-time. All-time leader in majors, 1 with 15. Looks for his first title of the year, and he's been absolutely awesome at the World Series of Bowling in his fantastic Hall of Fame to be career. Let's hear more from Belmo.
I was unaware of how I have had so much success on the Chameleon, but there's just something about this pattern that definitely matches up with my ball roll. I think today, though, the thing that's going to be most interesting is going to be pace of play. We have 2 pairs running. We have a lot of different bowlers throwing shots. There's going to be a lot of extra noise going on. And so if I can feel and get into that rhythm really quickly, my comfort levels will go up, my shot making will go up, and then it's just going to be about, did I choose the right ball stand in the right spot?
When we come back to Lakeville, it is time to bowl. 12 players start out the Chameleon Championship. When the dust settles, only one will take home a PBA Tour title. First round matches on the way here on CBS Sports Network.
The PBA World Series of Bowling on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Go Bowling. For friends and family fun, head to gobowling.com to find a center near you.
Packed house, Lucky Strike Lakeville, Twin Cities. Getting ready for the Chameleon Championship here at the World Series of Bowling 17. The big stars of the PBA Tour, Anthony Simonsen is ready. He's in the 8-9 match against Mitch Hupé to begin things. Group 1 PBA Illinois Classic this year against Santtu Tahvanainen, both on this show today. And Simo victorious en route to the title. Redemption for Anthony Simonsen. It's been up and down here for him. All right, Chris, got your bracket out. Get ready. Now, Kyle Sherman, our TV analyst, a little doubtful today with a back injury. We wish him the best. He is going to compete against Riley Woodard, the youngster. Tobias Börding from Germany. Krol, a major champion this year. Santtu from Finland, another youngster in Benard, you know well.
Well, and there Kyle is. He has some back issues. He's had to pull out of a couple of tournaments along the way, and I guess here in the last 24 hours, it's been a little tricky, hoping he can get together and get strong enough where he can compete at the level he wants to.
From the booth to the lanes, Kyle Sherman bidding for his 3rd career PBA Tour title. All right, CB, let's check out our Chameleon 39-foot patterns.
Well, you'll see a little bit of everything today. You'll see some urethane maybe coming up right through here. You will also probably see players like Santtu play somewhere in here by the time he gets on them in the second match. On the left, you will see a little bit of everything, but probably a little bit closer, 10 to about 5 on that side. So a lot of urethane on the left. Some of the guys on the right will start that way in game 1, but the power players are going to get in, and Santtu in particular wants to be probably left of 20 on this flatter pattern and using his angle to create hold.
Simonsen, Hupé, Riley Woodard, Kyle Sherman. to begin things here. First round, this is single elimination. Every shot matters. Winners move on, losers go home. So Kyle's going to give it a go. First 30-minute practice session on the 4 TV lanes. He didn't practice, trying to make sure his back was in the best possible shape.
Yeah, he's had some really tough goes. He's had a torn labrums in his hip. I think he's had that operated on twice now. Now some back issues. In such great shape, but yet has not been able to avoid the injury bug.
From Winnipeg, Mitch Hupé gets going. Good shot, trip 4-pin. The start he wanted. He's the 9 seed against Simo.
Ex-Shocker getting out, and what he's best at is basically playing straight on the lane and creating shim from front to back and being able to use some stronger balls and still keep it in front of him.
Part of the rookie revolution, the rookie rampage.
As my son tells me, young man's game.
Ryan's pretty awesome, isn't he? Double wood there. Benard begin his day.
Riley we saw for the first time earlier this year on a second show already.
Pretty cool. This guy's been on plenty of shows. Anthony Simonsen back on TV.
Here's an interesting take. Not only using urethane, but polished urethane. Q78. I was going to say, this is going to be really direct.
This is the target. And pays the price. 3-6, 7-10 split.
I saw him try this in practice. I think he was trying to get it around 3-4, not so much 6-7 there. That was a unusual opening shot. And as you see a lot of players, the opening shot will end up being a little left of target. This is no bargain on urethane either.
Double
Great
wood.
spare.
Good shot there for Riley. From Orem, Utah, just outside Provo. Big BYU fan.
Close to the storm plant.
That's right, right there. Simonsen, tough early cover here. Cannot complete the feat. Leaves 2. Loses count right off the bat. All right, here's Kyle. Let's see how he handles the back injury. Been plagued by this, CB, as you talked about in the last couple months. Gives it a go. 6-10.
Quite a bit of surface on that IQ 78. Has to get it going a little bit left to right through the front. That's more like it.
A lot better there for Simo. As he tattoos the 1-3 pocket.
One of the most accurate players on tour, one-handed or two. Don't expect Simo to have too many more misses of target like that. Whether that ball reaction works on the gut or not, I guess what remains to be seen.
Good cover.
That looks like the spare's definitely hurt. So less shots.
And Hupé, second frame. Comes in high, baby split 3-10.
Inside of target, obviously.
Benny the pros on today's show. Bowl perfect game. Everyone in America can receive a free game of bowling courtesy of Go Bowling. To pre-register, visit GoBowling.com. Sign up for the Go Bowling Free America promotion. 4 bowlers knocking up a 300. Needs to begin thing. Opening matches.
Good news is we have a lot more games to come as bowling takes over CBS Sports Network today and tomorrow and Tuesday.
And Tuesday. 4 days and nights. 20 total hours. 8 champions crowned PBA 50 Tour and PBA Tour. Back to Woodard. Second frame for the youngster from Utah. Works on a spare. That comes in high. 3-6 standing.
Practice session was interesting. Players were kind of all over the place. Nobody was super comfortable, and that's already showing up a little bit as Hupé now has his second strike and the only one so far with 2 strikes, although they didn't connect. So Simon will have an opportunity to step up, strike, and cut into that lead.
6 Woodard's got that, no worries.
The second show, I look for this to be a little more comfortable than that first show. That first one goes by awfully fast. He didn't have great ball reaction, wasn't able to shoot a big game, and gets away from him so quick. That's out on the gutter. Does that make it?
Come all the way back, 2-pin a nudge, but it will not drop. That was close.
That's not great news. He got it up the lane, got up to like 5 or so, and it went high. That one was at 2, and got about 3 feet too long before it started to roll up off the gutter there.
8 spare to start here for Riley. Ringing 10-pin, good shot. No break.
Easily his best shot so far. Simon with his spare ball. You notice it has quite a bit of surface on it. I think a lot of two-handers do with spare balls. They don't leave them shiny because they get slimy with the oil on them. They can't hang on to them.
Ten-pin for Woodard, got that. Cross lane, single pin, spare conversion, all good. 13-year pro. He's only 29. 17 titles and 5 majors for this guy. Big time stars in the sport.
He's not 30 and feels like he's been here for 15 years already.
I'm sure.
I hate having to go to 2 different ball returns every frame.
For the rest of the competition.
So annoying.
First TV appearance of the year here for Kyle. From the booth, the ball. Look good.
There you go.
Good result.
First double. Well, the easy solve to not have to go to both ball returns. Twice each frame, just throw more strikes.
That's all. Simple.
There you go.
Simonsen 4th on the points list this year. EJ Tackett, the runaway leader in that category, but has not won yet.
Yeah, it needs a qualifier. Qualifier for the last several years has been you need to have a title to qualify to be player of the year. You have to be bowler of the week to be player of the year. And he leads everything else, and that's the only thing he's missing.
Do the right thing.
There's Kyle. Perfect shot. Blasted
Sure
to
did.
1-3 pocket. Man, that was nice.
Thank you.
Hupé told us this week he'd love to get his first ever singles title. He's a Roth Pullman doubles title. Becky Henderhan pays a dear price on the split.
See, Simo had one check up early. Hupé's had both shots on that lane hook up early. You notice here we are using what Simo was referring to in the PBA 50 match, and what we'll use later is the middle pair. And then we're using one lane on each side for these first 2 matches. And so the players are using, there's 3 ball returns in play. It is a little bit of a unique setup. Hupé did get one there on the split. It was a 4-6, so unlikely to make it. But that basically makes that a 1-pin match through 4 frames.
That's tight. First round match. This is win or go home. Single elimination match play here in the opening round of the Chameleon. Becky Henderhan won the Cheetah last night.
What a performance that was, too. I mean, just big game after big game after big game.
Title match is a race to 2. Footer, that looks good.
Go.
Hupé right back at it. 9-pin for him.
Thought I heard him say after the 4-6 that he thought that was the tight lane, and if that's the case, it's not what it looked like in our opening match. It is a little bit different pattern with Chameleon versus the Monticelli, but they are very similar lengths and somewhat similar structures.
Here's Kyle.
Good
Fit
shot.
for his 3rd career PBA Tour title. Rip 7-pin there. And Lucy in 2019 with Amanda Green. Hupé's not waiting very long, is he? He's going right at it. And the Cheetah in 2022 for Kyle.
He's firing in. Kyle, like you said, has had success at these World Series. His other title happening at one of the pattern championships.
Cheetah, Wauwatosa, Milwaukee area in 2022. This is the Chameleon. And despite being in significant pain with a back injury, he's looking for a 5-bagger here. 33-pin lead in his match with Woodard. Good shot, 10-pin.
See him say they're just a little bit quick. Didn't look that quick to me. But that's the minutia between the really great shots and the really good ones. And right now, that's the difference between a strike and a 10-pin.
Simonsen down by 1.
Got a
That's
break
a help.
there. Yeah.
Little luck.
That was at 4. He doesn't have a lot of room out there. He's looking for a little trick. Looks like he's playing for the long game. That if he can get that gutter to open up a little bit for him, he can stay away from everyone else and run the ladder. Uh-oh.
Just enough. Wasn't quite sure. Neither was Chris.
You can almost see the flinch there at the bottom. And 10 years ago when I had back issues, it's the same thing. The spares hurt the most as the ball passes through there, and a flinch at the wrong time at the bottom of your swing does not end up being a very good result very often.
6th here for Simo CB and a chance for the lead. His match with Mitch Hupé from Winnipeg, Manitoba. Former star at Wichita State. Simo wants him, gets him, and has a lead by 9 pins. And we'll take a timeout from suburban Minneapolis. Underway, Chameleon Championship, show 2 of 3, day 2 of 4 of the 2026 World Series of Bowling, 17 on CBS Sports Network. Let's take a look at our Bowl TV highlights last night here, CB. Cheetah Championship, Packy Hanrahan was awesome against Matt Sanders. Race to 2 championship match here. 237-192, game 1, 265, 227 in game 2. Good content for the YouTube channel, to be sure. His first title under the lights of national TV, 3rd overall. So he takes the first of 4 championships to be determined here in suburban Minneapolis. Chameleon happens as we speak. Scorpion and Shark all leading us to Allen Park, Michigan. All roads lead to Thunder Bowl, June 13th. First show, CBS Sports Network, 11 Eastern, then we crown the world champion on CBS. There's Kyle stretching out that back, trying to get himself in the best possible position. He told us pre-show that a lot of stretching, a lot of PT, everything he possibly can to get that back to respond. He's bowled well.
He's bowled great. With all the stretching and injuries, looks like he's ready for the PBA 50 tour already. So he really needs to get going on this right lane.
Here's Mitch, 6th frame, works on a spare. No load on the 4-pin.
Just looks like he's gotten completely fooled on that lane in practice where he didn't see it hooking that much. Really important shot here for Riley. Just cut this lead down to single digits.
First this. For the turkey, got it. Cuts it to 12. Hupé has his mark. The provincial government, the lottery system in Manitoba's IT full-time job. Wichita State alum. His only title 2023 for Mitch. Fourth at the Surfside PBA New York Classic in Rochester. First TV appearance for this youngster. Another star on the rise. Woodard, part of the rookie revolution this year.
Wow.
Great shot. 10-pin goes.
That one got a little further right and actually made it back pretty easily. That pair is going to get pretty high scoring here. Not only the rest of this match, but the next match is my guess.
Hupé needs it and gets it. His best shot of the match. Smokes the 1-3 pocket, all 10 back.
Pretty dialed in on that lane, just can't quite get the right lane figured out.
See if the stretching paid off here for Kyle.
Oh, it does.
Held on, didn't it? He wasn't sure.
He's still doing the job from on the lanes. I mean, this is picture perfect. This is what we've been looking at for a while. We've been waiting for Kyle to break through and really become a regular on the TV shows on the lanes.
Simonsen to go up 20. This came at the long angle, 3-6-10. Little stagger at the foul line.
Yeah, nothing about Kyle's profile there made it look like anything hurt at all. But that's the hallmark of his game. The lines are straight. He's in great body position. He has perfect balance.
The double, 12-pin lead.
Get it there.
8th, yes.
They never have to throw another one better than that.
Simon by 7. First 3-6-10. Oh, and the 10 stands. A disastrous open late in his match with Mitch Hupé, who now on the bench has the lead. Back to Riley. Oh, ring and 10-pin, good shot.
Wow. Yeah, what a really good shot there.
Simonsen off of the open. Great response.
These guys both got that left lane pretty well figured out.
No problem there, right? Other lane, though, a different story.
Yeah, this one was tough for Riley because technically a ring and 10 still a quarter to a half inch light of perfect. Perfect being 17 and a half at the pocket, but you're throwing urethane and it's such a hard move to make off of it, especially in this situation.
All right, here's that right lane for Hupé.
Another move to the left.
8th frame, it works out well for him. Shrapnel in the pit. 5-15 on Simo. Riley will be 22 years old in 5 days. Would love to give himself an early birthday present on Mother's Day. With his first career PBA Tour title.
Really need to strike right here.
Long way to go. Foundation frame works on a spare. Oh, all the help he could ask for.
Well, for the non-good fortune on the right lane, he got a little bit back on that one right there.
Foundation frame Hupé for a 25-pin lead. That looks good.
Shot there. That leaves his max score at 227. Simo can strike out for 212. Best he can do is make Hupé throw the first one in the 10th.
Half of the Brad and Kyle YouTube channel, social media sensations. Knight for a 23-pin lead. There goes number 7.
Tickles him down.
Late tap and timber on the 7-pin. Go time for Simonsen. Cut the 15 way off the mark line. Hit 1, 2, 8.
Just out tricked himself a little bit, looking for some magic ball reaction. It's always the hardest part about someone who's that versatile is which option do you choose? He can do some things nobody else can do, and that might have been the good long play to give him a chance to win. But in this case, his choice of attack has probably cost him his first match.
Back to Kyle. 7-pin stands through all the shrapnel.
Needs to make it.
We'll see Kyle again on the Shark. Championship 11th seed there. Simonsen does cover. 1-2-8 double wood.
So Kyle needs to spare this and then get 9, and that would shut out Riley. Riley's max score 246, 9 spare 9s, 247 for Kyle. You can almost hear the grunt. He's almost like holding his breath through as it goes through the bottom of the swing for him.
Left lane, perfect there for Simonsen.
Simon strike out for 192. I think 9 outs still enough for Hupé, even if he does strike out. So, but right lane has not been Hupé's favorite. Simon can just force him to make one more good shot on that lane. 9 or better.
9 for the win here for Kyle. Overcoming significant pain in his back to compete here.
It's got to go.
It didn't go.
6 makes it fun.
1, 2, 4, 10. Changes everything.
Well, that gives Riley Woodard an opportunity to go double 9 and advance.
244 for Kyle. Wow. Riley, there's one.
Awfully good there. Simon missing there to score down to 182. Mitch needs very, very little.
Looks good for Hupé to advance.
Maybe 7 out, I think is enough there. Might be more than enough. And mark 5.
The 21-year-old look for another one.
Cut it on
missed
the
the
out.
target. Went high.
Just shut the shoulder down a little bit. Tried to make it hook a little too much, too early.
Needed double 9 to advance. So Kyle will. Hupé finishing up. He'll advance as well. Over Anthony Simonsen, the opening matches here in Chameleon. What a great week for the youngster. Riley Woodard trying to get closer. Mitch Hupé bidding for his first ever singles title. Got himself to the next round. Who waits him? None other than Jason Belmonte. Top seed and three-time champion of this event. Night 8 match goes to Hupé. 5-12 match goes to Sherman. He'll take on Jakob Butturff next. Underway, Chameleon Championship. Packed house, second straight day. Lucky Strike Lakeville in Lakeville, Minnesota, not far from the Twin Cities. Chameleon Championship is underway. Hupé knocked off Anthony Simonsen, 206-182. And Kyle Sherman beat the youngster from Utah, Riley Woodard, 244-233. So Belmo, Hupé, Sherman, Butturff to come. Butturff, Belmo, Sterner, and Darren Tang all got buys in to the round of 8. See Boog Krol head-to-head with Tobias Börding from Germany. Benard and Santtu Tahvanainen from Finland. Such great international success a year ago in Reno. Maybe a foreign-born bowler wins here at Chameleon. Much more coming up on CBS Sports Network. It's the 17th World Series of Bowling. Let's flashback. USBC Masters, Allen Park, Michigan. Thunder Bowl. Boog Krol trying for his first career major, third total title. The 5 seed ran the stepladder, but it came down to just one shot. E.J. Tackett trying for the USBC Masters. Leaves the 10-pin and on the bench, Boog Krol. Couldn't believe it. Time to get the trophy and celebrate for his first major. What a moment for Boog. See him in action coming up today here in the Chameleon. First round matches continue here. He'll take on Tobias Börding from Germany. Benard, Santtu, the other two matches to begin things here in our first round, CB. Can't wait to see these international stars in action.
Yeah, this is pretty interesting because that right pair, they broke them down pretty well. Urethane at 12, 13, got the front to hook a little bit. You'll have some carry down around 10. These guys should be able to go around it. I expect the scores to be pretty high with Boog and Tobias. And the advantage should probably be with Boog just because he's been on TV a couple of times. He's started to have some good feelings, some good vibes about things happening on TV, and he's bowling well. That left pair, however, didn't really break down all that well at all. Santtu, who I think was hoping that they would break down better, is not going to have much to take advantage of. I think Dio's probably got to have the advantage on that lane just because Mitch and Simo didn't do a great job of making it easier.
Santtu from Finland, bidding for a second career PBA Tour title. Off to a good start. Best score in the first 2 matches, Kyle Sherman's 244.
That is strike song. Let's to each their own. There you go.
It's his choice, right?
It is.
Here's Boog. First ball of the day. Nice. Holds its line and finds the 1-3 pocket. Crunch.
He's found a happy medium of where he can play with intensity and energy and how mad and happy he wants to be. Now this guy
with some loft. Yeah, Benard from the Dallas Metroplex. You know the family well?
Yeah, whole league with his dad, and Dio subs with us all the time. One of the most talented people on the planet. He can throw it a million different ways. Super loose personality.
Puchheim is in the Munich area, Bavaria. Beautiful part of Germany. Tobias has never won on U.S. soil. Would love to get that first title here under the bright lights.
Yeah, only bowls the World Series on the PBA Tour each year. He has made a show before.
World Series last year.
Yeah.
We saw him in Reno. As he told us pre-show today, it was brief. Lost to Rasmus Edvall, the eventual champion in the Scorpion a year ago at the National Stadium in Reno.
And that was the show. They were pretty ugly. Oh boy. That's the lane that looked like it hooked more, but didn't get it around the spot.
Dio.
Both
Help
shots
on the 6-pin.
just creeping a little bit high on both shots over there. Should see if that's just nerves or if he actually needs to make a little move. Oh,
Loses count. That's tough.
brutal on count. Tobias has been good for quite a while, national team member. Actually bowled him for the World Cup title in 2014 when he was 22.
Is that right?
In Poland. He was the leader. He's been able to throw strikes for more than a minute.
Trying to bring his game overseas for a win here in Minnesota. Back to Boog. Back to a strike.
So
Nice start.
impressed with how comfortable he looks just from the jump. You know, you've seen player after player, the first shot going off their hand a little left, being a little tight, not throwing it great.
Santtu, help across the deck. The messenger takes out the 10-pin.
And in true Santtu style, throwing 2 balls, 1 on each lane. He does this half the time anyway, but he might even do it here. He's such a loose cat. He might just do it so he doesn't have to bring 1 ball over to the other pair.
Wow. Great start continues for Boog. Locked in.
Yeah, that's a problem right there.
Santtu told us pre-show he feels amazing. With these conditions, this pattern, he feels like he can throw his A game. He's got left lane crossing over. Wow. Runaway Brooklyn.
That's the part where there
Next
wasn't.
stop, Prospect Park.
Exit stage left.
It's part of Brooklyn. Very nice part. Tobias returns. 4-pin for him.
Much better shot. Just looked a little bit careful after the last one went high.
Back to Dio.
Using some loft to clear the front part of the lane there. I think that was very key for him at Brooklyn Park, where they had earlier friction. I don't know if he has to do that here, but apparently he did feel so.
That's trouble.
Yeah.
And the gap is huge now for Börding. He told us pre-show he's so frustrated by the quick exit last year in Reno, and unfortunately it's about to happen again.
He's 3 frames in, and the world is spinning really quickly right now. Really important shot for Dio.
There's Dio with that loft on the left lane. Good shot, 7-pin stands. 4th year pro, only 22 years old. He's got 1 title at the World Series bowling a year ago in suburban Detroit. Won the Cheetah. Tobias has got to turn this thing around. That's way off the mark. Light hit 1-2.
And now he's just a little uncomfortable, a little out of rhythm. Dio with his customary little cutter that he throws at spares on the left side. Came close to making a show earlier this year, throwing a backup ball. Tobias throwing a venom shock. You've seen so many Bodo players, and oh boy, this is
another miss. Head pin this time, and the hole is huge now.
Yeah, for a guy with a straight swing and doesn't miss many spares, this is a 3 errors in a row.
Santtu. Good pin action.
Well, if you're Dio right now, you're not feeling very fortunate about having a 6-pin and a half 7, and Santtu's last 2 strikes being a runaway Brooklyn and a trip 4-10.
Trying to stay perfect. Yes. Wow. Hammers it again. The 1-3 pocket
Yeah, that
Finns had no chance. He's got a huge lead.
That was not a great shot, and he's going to be on cruise control now. That'll make your swing really loose.
Santtu to go up by 41. 10 pin standing for him. Good shot.
Then throws a perfect one and ring 10s. So.
It appears Boog will be sure that there still will not be a German PBA Tour title winner. Tobias trying to become the first ever. Krol from Missouri has other ideas. Keeps it cooking. 80-pin lead.
Just so dangerous when he's throwing that urethane ball. Make it hook so much.
10 pin, a miss for Santtu on the left lane, and hang on a minute. Things got really interesting there.
That changes things in a hurry.
First time on TV in the States last year for Tobias. Talked about working with his elbow on release. A lot of improvement in the last year, but does not have the look at all here. That's been a nightmare. Off the open from Santtu. Some hope for Dio. Takes advantage.
Much like the guys before him, he's got that right lane now pretty well dialed in, it looks like. And for Tobias, you just want him to get in a little rhythm here. This is... We've seen it a few times this year, even by... Well, we saw it in a title match earlier this year where just guys couldn't get it going the right way. It got crossed up and then they got tight, and all of a sudden something that looks pretty easy looks real hard.
Sixth, Dio cut it to 8. Does just that.
Now we got a match.
Things are interesting there with Santtu Tahvanainen from Finland. Multiple international winners last year at the World Series, 16 in Reno.
Come on, Tobias.
There you go. Okay. Boog Krol off to a fantastic start. Front 5 for Boog, looking for perfection, looking for the next round. Welcome back, Lucky Strike Lakeville, Minnesota. We're in the Twin Cities. World Series of Bowling 17 on CBS Sports Network. Chameleon Championship unfolding here today. Second of 4 titles to be crowned. Here in Mini, weekday CBS Sports Network. The CBS HQ Spotlight crew keeps you up to date with all the top stories, highlights, and in-depth analysis. Available with one click. Resuming the first round. Santtu had that open. Up by 8. 6th frame for him, but Dio's in good shape. On the right lane, got to really hurry. Oh, avoids a disastrous 7-10. That's the good news.
That is the good news. When that happens, that just means your ball is getting a little too far down the lane. It's coming in behind the head pin a little bit too much. Lots of angle, but too steep.
Boog Krol a massive lead, looking for another strike. Has it! Locked in. 6 up, 6 down, halfway to a perfect game.
The opposite of too steep. Boog Krol using urethane, shaping it up off 8-9.
Boog Krol, the first 6 strikes toward bowling a 300 game. Should hear any of our pros on today's show bowl. Perfect 300 game. Everyone in America could receive a free game of bowling courtesy of Go Bowling. To pre-register, visit GoBowling.com and sign up for the Go Bowling Free America promotion. Looks for the front 7.
Push.
Got it! Pinpoint accuracy, time and time again. That exact same spot in the pocket. On 7 for Boog. Tahvanainen. On the spare, the 7th. Missed the target badly. 1-2-4-8. Standing for him.
Yeah, I think he's made that pair look a little better than I thought he would. Of course, he had a couple of good breaks, but using massive amounts of angle to try and create hold. Still got to get around that tracer right there.
There we go for Tobias. That's better.
Attaboy.
There's a couple together. It's been a really tough day for him. Both certainly will advance. Maybe throw a 3-er game as well. Santtu can't cover. 4-pin stands there. That is a tough break. Another open down by 7 pins.
A little bit of a bad break for as much angle as that was.
That hurts. Tobias, runaway Brooklyn, 5-pin. Can I give you a little German? Is that okay?
Yeah.
This match is pretty much over. Ist ein ausgezeichneter Spieler und kommt aus Deutschland. He's a great player from Germany. How's that? Little Deutsch for you.
All right. What'd you say?
It's a great player from Germany.
Okay. Yeah.
My minor in Syracuse again. 7-pin for Dio.
My only German is self-talk.
Okay.
Doomkopf. It's oh my God.
Hands are up, 5-pin here.
This is more in play than he probably wants it to be.
Yeah.
Based off this game so far.
A lot of people he could have to buy for, but does cover the 5 pins. Good news. Hands down, please.
He did not hit the middle of that either.
No.
Dio had an opportunity to really flip this match and take a commanding lead, but still with a lead. 6-pin lead now.
Back to perfection potentially here for Boog. A breakout year, he told us this week. This season has legitimized my dreams of being a regular star on tour. An explosion for Boog this year. Looks for another one. Front 8. Yes! Drip 10-pin. 8 for 8. The match is officially over. Krol will advance. Dio, big shot.
On the hop. Oh! Much like Packy's yesterday. The old roll 3 forward.
Ready winner. Looks for the front 9. Boog. One more. 3 away from perfection.
Yes, sir.
$10,000 bonus as well on the line for Boog, should he complete the feat. Done once this season. Santtu.
And meanwhile, this match, everything's still in play.
Well, a couple strikes in there for Tobias, but really start to finish. Never had the right look, and not much you can do against a perfect game anyway.
Yeah, he didn't leave him much room to breathe, and then the early split followed by the missed spare, and it was panic sets in full effect.
Foundation.
Huge shot.
Santtu to take the lead. Night frame for him. Does just that.
Wow.
Huge strike.
Ball change on that left lane. Went to the cleaner ball. Takes some guts to pull that off in the 9th frame of a match. But Dio has ball in hand here. 9th and 10th frame. If he gets them all, nothing Santtu can do about it.
To go back on top. In the 9th. There's one.
Interesting, that one didn't bounce.
Youngster grew up following Jason Belmonte. Big fan of Jesper Svensson. Delightful young man.
Dio's one of the nicest guys you're ever going to meet.
Oh,
he's
fantastic.
So unassuming.
Didn't quite get there in time for Tobias.
Senior scout.
A little slow.
Yeah.
I get it. All right, big shot 10th here for Dio. Just outside Dallas. With a loft, left lane. Response.
Bang, bang.
Hammers the 1-2 pocket. Tobias, that quest to become the first ever German PBA Tour champion will continue. Fantastic success for him overseas, of course. Long-time member of the German national team. Lots of wins in Europe. What happened today in the U.S.? Dio. Oh. His head pin stubborn.
So angle's not quite as good on that one, but I like that shot off his hand. I thought that was going to make it up the hill. That leaves Santtu with an opportunity to step up in the 10th.
165. Sie waren eine gute Woche. Wiederschön. Good week. Bye-bye. What is that? Dio. 10 pin. 227. Back to perfection here with Boog. Looking for 10. Has 10. Trip 10 pin. Down it goes. Now the 10th for Santtu.
Double and 6.
Gotta have the first one. Santtu needs it, gets it, there's one.
What a great shot that was. His last 3 have been his best 3.
Lots of drama on both matches here. One for the 300 game, one for the win. Yeah. Boog is advanced already to the round of 8. Wants another one. No! The 9 pin. And a chance at perfection. Would have been the 37th all-time televised 300 game. Second of the season after Brandon Watson did it against EJ to open up the year in Arlington at the Players Championship.
No free game, but let's go bowling anyway. How's that?
Man, that was cool.
All right, here we go.
Gotta have it. Needs to strike.
Oh!
Gets it! Now that was late.
Similar to Dio's earlier where he rolled the 3-pin forward. Santtu gets the payback. The biggest moment, the most opportune moment. Second one in the 10th, had to have it. Now needs 6.
Just 6 for the win and the next round. Nothing Dio could do but watch right now. 6 for the win. Has 10, has the victory. And Santtu moves up in the bracket.
Too many breaks. Great bowling.
The star from Finland, Santtu Tahvanainen, is through. He'll take on the 3-seed Jason Sterner next. Boog near 300 game. Second-seeded Darren Tang awaits next in the next round. Welcome to the Go Bowling halftime show. Let's flash back 2019 World Championship, March 21st. Thunderbolt lanes were ahead of again this year. Allen Park, Michigan, Belmonte knocked out Jakob Butturff, 235, 227, 21st career PBA title, record-breaking 11th major. Ina has 15 an all-time record. That major has surpassed Earl Anthony and Pete Weber, who had 10 major championships. All roads lead to Thunder Bowl outside Detroit. AMF PBA World Championship, Saturday, June 13th, playing around 11 a.m. Eastern here on CBS Sports Network. Championship finals, 1 Eastern on CBS. Chris, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, this is going to be great. We have a lot of bowling left this weekend, and it is nothing but power when you get down to the end. See there with E.J. Tackett taking his usual spot at the top of every list, including the step ladder this week. Chris Vi, Bill O'Neill, Chris Prather. It's all the best players, and they've showed up at the biggest tournament of all.
EJ's won 3 straight world championships. First time that's ever happened. Going for a 4-peat in that event. Trying also for his 4th straight player of the year. So we talk about Hupé Belmo coming up. And we know that Krol was fantastic in the last round. Getting set for the bracket continuing here in Chameleon. Gonna be great bowling coming up.
Yeah, Hupé's going to be on that pair where Boog just got off up playing a very similar part of the lane. Can Belmonte get inside of that and take advantage of what they broke down? Or is Hupé going to jump right on top of where Boog was and take down the giant?
Jakob Butturff, our 4 seed, will take on Kyle Sherman, who leads the booth to head to the lanes here today. We can't wait as the Chameleon Championship rolls on here from Lucky Strike Lakeville. Jakob Butturff has had a really tough season. Would love to get back in the winner's circle. It starts with his match coming up next against Kyle Sherman. SRO crowd again here today. Coming up next, CBS Sports Network brings you more strikes and spares. The PBA World Series of Bowling continues the Chameleon Championship Finals. Single match, then the race to 2 for the championship. Taki Anahan won the Cheetah here last night. Update your bracket. Belmo Hupé. International matchup there. Butturff, Kyle Sherman, Darren Tang back on TV. First time as a 2-hander. Boog Krol coming off the near 300. Kyle Sherman battling the back problems. Now against Jakob Butturff.
Getting a break there wasn't really an advantage for him. It probably would have been better to bowl the second match. And, well, I guess he still would have had to sit for a minute. But be interesting to see now that he's warmed up, cooled off, can he get warmed back up again?
Now will the back respond? Let's find out. Left lane. 4-pin.
It's actually pretty good.
He was okay with it.
Please.
Hupé didn't like it. That's why. Wow. 1, 2, 4, 10 washout.
That had some heat on it there.
Pin win for Kyle opening round. Youngster Woodard from Utah. Back to Sherman. Bouncing around from the boot to the lanes.
Yeah.
Challenging. Washout leave here. And Hupé can't cover. Stands open frame early for Mitch. Jakob Butturff has battled lots of injuries this year. Get back on top. Good start. Hammers the 1-2 pocket.
It's been quite a tale in the last year or two for Jakob.
Back to Belmo. Quest for title number 33. His 4th Chameleon title. Belmonte, runaway, Brooklyn. Wow. Next stop, Brownsburg.
Like we've seen so many players do with the first shot. Misses a little left. Your rev rate's 550. It doesn't take long for it to get offline. And
good break. Butturff, both lanes.
Wow.
Good start. He said to us yesterday, just getting back in the winner's circle would mean so much after a tough year. Make it all worth it. Here's Belmonte off the Brooklyn strike. That looks a lot better.
Cashes
For the
it in.
200 from down under. That was beautiful. Perfect spot.
I don't really envy Kyle having to follow Santtu on this pair. I don't think he did the lanes a whole lot of favor playing that deep.
Big part of the strategy. Here's Kyle. 2-4-5. Leave. Avoids the bucket.
Boy. Oh.
4-9 split for Hupé this time. He's got to find the look quickly.
Yeah, that's the worst of both. They weren't, neither one were the shot he was really trying to do, but what you're really hoping for is to not end up with 2 splits out of it, or wash out in the split.
Oh, chop it.
Kyle's got it. Covers for his mark. Here's Mitch. Nine stands, open frame. Again, and the lead for Bell on the bench. The bench widens. Significant.
One go.
From O'Fallon, Missouri now. Resides in West Virginia. Third frame works on a spare. Nice.
There you go.
Mitch has got to get going here. Right at it. 4-pin.
I like the strategy for him. It's what he's best at, being firm, keeping his lines pretty direct like that, but bar reaction just isn't fantastic.
Butturff lost the look that time. 2-4 up for him after a perfect start. Right to Hupé. Mitch has got it. That's the mark, but he's in a big hole.
He's done with the concept. He's going to go to something reactive.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Definitely needs to. Canton, New York is outside Binghamton, southern tier.
Two.
Got 2. Almost third frame. Hooked one last time here. 4-pin.
I don't think that was quite as far right as he wanted it to be either. Qualifies as a good 9.
Solid for Butturff. He's 3 for 4 on strikes. Almost mark. No wins for Jason Belmonte this year, but told us pre-show his look is solid. Very comfortable on this oil pattern. 3 prior wins, you can see why. He is on the World Series of Bowling. 8 wins. Kyle Sherman looks for a second in the WSOB and leaves a 2-pin.
See the difference between this pair versus the right pair using urethane. Paul got just a little bit right and didn't really even try and get up back to the pocket. Good shot.
Come on. Help on the 10-pin.
Bang.
Messenger across the deck takes it out. Krol finishes up. Has his mark. Fighting the back problems. Frame for the Canadian, Mitch Hupé. That's runaway Brooklyn and a 5-pin snap. Hands going up.
Guess he wasn't done. He was just bringing it over to the other, back to the other lane. But nothing so far has made me think that that's going to be the right ball for him right now.
Wow, huge struggle. 206 for Mitch in that first game, head-to-head with Simonsen. Lost his look completely, though, in the second as the lanes transition. Fifth for Kyle Sherman, working on a spare.
It's gotta
11
go.
pins. Good shot.
Mitch still wasting no time shooting spares.
He's moving really fast for us here, trying to cover all the lanes at once. He's certainly frustrated now. Get the mark.
One of the
Back
most
to Butturff.
unique approaches on tour. Super, super fast feet. Very little swing at all.
No, it's a tough split to deal with.
Now he's got a mess.
Hupé. Target again. Split left side. 2-7.
Like 3 left with his feet and got softer with it. Gave it time to make the corner, but it didn't. It hit all the urethane carry down and just pushed right into the 3-pin. Certainly can create enough angle here.
Not to cover, but Butturff cannot complete the feat. Only gets 8, loses count there. That match changes. Hupé 2-7, does cover the baby split nicely, but he's in a huge hole against one of the greatest of all time.
Trouble. He's going to need to use the break to reformulate a plan for the back half of this game. Jakob now down 3. Needs to come up with something here.
6 frame off the open here, CB. More trouble. 6-7 split.
Inside of target the whole way. So rev dominant.
Butturff back-to-back splits. Not good news. Belmo for a 44-pin lead in the 5th. Bring in 10-pin, good shot.
That was a good one.
As he said, best shot on the right lane of the match. Just a little bit behind it. Ooh.
Miss on the split, 6-7. Open frame. Match shifts again. Ten pin for the legend.
Interesting, using an IQ 78 as a spare ball. Not a usual thing for Belmo.
Almost said, certainly frustrated haven't won yet, but it's been a good season. He's been in the mix often.
The break after Columbus, he took 2 weeks off. He's come back as a different person. He's looked different. He's bowled better.
It's a good reset. Went home to Australia, be with the family for a couple of weeks. Jakob Butturff, a couple splits in trouble. Belmo looking really good. Future Hall of Famer, a big lead on Mitch Hupé. Kyle Sherman stretched out that back moments ago. Stat pack, breaking down some key numbers for you here. 15-pin lead for Kyle entering the 6th. Works on a strike. Butturff, a couple opens there. Some big stats that shifted this match dramatically. Look at the stats the pros are using. Download the Lane Talk app and see how your game stacks up against the best. Much more at lanetalk.com. Out of the break.
Made
By
sure that one
25. He liked it. That's why. Crunches the 1-3 pocket with power. All 10 down.
Huge swing, taking advantage of the 2 Butturff opens. Ball change for Mitch.
A lot of trouble here. Good shot.
Moves from playing 12 to playing 17. That's probably about an 8 or 9 and 5 move. 9 with his feet, 5 with his eyes.
Kyle at 244 in his first game against Riley Woodard.
Oh, do
Up by
something
35, talking to it. It listened. It answered. It delivered. He's in great shape. Mitch for his first double of the match. Watch out, 6-10.
Just not enough trust to get it over there. Jakob has to rebound now.
Back-to-back opens after 2 strikes to start the match. In trouble, needs this, has it, great shot.
Excellent pitch there.
Big response. 6-10 for Mitch, got that.
For Jakob, it only really matters if he backs it up though here. In a spot now where he has to start throwing doubles. Still max score 222. Sherman on 217 pace.
Good time for Jakob, needs this. Just didn't have the energy to get through. 3-9 double wood stands for him.
Like just missed that a little bit at the bottom. It seemed trajectory-wise that was on line.
Almost 7 to go by 44 pins.
Chance to really put a hammer on this one.
Belmonte, yes. Good 10-pin, 44-pin lead. Belmonte looks strong with a double. Butturff does get the double with 3-9, barely. Like injuries, hand injuries, he has been banged up this year. Jakob Butturff had really hoped for a great outing. Get himself back on top. Belmo dominant in this one, but that's way wide. It just leaves the 2-pin. Could have been a lot worse.
Good 9.
Great 9.
Yeah.
Kyle's firmly in the driver's seat. Fighting the back pain. Looks for the 4-bagger. Go by 45 pins. You bet.
Well done.
Oh, dude.
Wasn't sure Belmo liked that out of his
I think
hands.
it's the...
That was a distraction. Of
Something
some sort
down
there.
late, exactly. He was talking to Tony
Yep.
Manning, our tournament director, about it. Foundation frame for a 5-bagger. By 55, and for all intents and purposes, put it away.
Oh, that's.
No flame for
Don't
Kyle. No.
I said don't split. Not this way.
4, 6, 7, 8, 10. Split coming up for Sherman.
Can the announcers jinx themselves even when they're not announcing?
I think you can.
Apparently.
If you're both an announcer and a bowler, I think it works. Very few people do that in any sport, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's
Very rare.
Still leaves him. Okay. Whoa.
Almost. Just the fourth pin.
There.
That was close.
Jakob can make him mark in the 10th frame, though.
Little glimmer of hope for Butturff. Hupé's had no hope in this one, unfortunately.
Well, a glimmer. He needs a lot of help still.
Nice for Butturff.
Can strike out for 202. See there, Sherman has 190 in the 9th already. Could need a mark in the 10th.
Down 28. Avoids a 3-9 double wood, just a 3-pin frame.
Just will need count at best.
Almost ninth, works on a spare. Wow, ringing 10-pin, good shot. It's been a good year for Jason Belmonte, 8th on the PBA Tour points list. Plenty of good runs at it.
I think that's relative for Jason Belmonte. That's not really a great year, but for every other normal human, for sure, especially considering he missed 2 tournaments. But guys, regularly the top player or the second best player for over a decade.
4 top 10s. Cross lane 10-pin, cashed in 6 or 7 events. First time on TV all season. We'll see him again in Allen Park at the World Championship as EJ Tackett goes for another title in suburban Detroit.
There's relatively few exceptions. Guys have ebbs and flows through the season, and maybe at this stage he's starting to have a little bit of that ebb and flow to where he only finishes in the top 10 versus making every show. But
and winning most of them.
Yeah, since
he had for so long.
Since that break, though, he looks sharp. He looks to be in position to do what he's done for the last 15 years. Gives himself a chance to win most every week.
Butturff in the 10th.
Yeah. It's just hard with the injuries. He's got such a unique game, and he's got some elements to his game that are basically one of one. And when you have some injuries and you have to start compensating for that, it can be very tricky. Rhino Page was another guy who had some unique elements, very successful when healthy. But with injuries, it was hard for him to work around them.
Almost wrapped it up. It's official now. Advances to the semifinals. The next show here on CBS Sports Network. 2 semis, the championship match, a race to 2. Kyle Sherman's going to move on and take on Belmo.
Just a peek at something different here. I'm not sure that caught his eye.
Thanks, Mitch.
$215 Belmonte. Butturff 181. And with that shot, even though it's a bucket, it's official. Got 6, got the win. So Mitch Hupé's quest for first ever singles title will continue. He called the season to us productive, but not achieving what he wanted. He's covering the 10th.
Yeah, Mitch is a really talented player, and he's got some unique skills, which is a good way to win on the PBA Tours, be able to be good at some things that other guys aren't. See there, he lofts one, gets it through the front, and then all of a sudden it sees the back end of the lane and goes through the pins.
He told us in a lot of bowling in Minnesota and the Dakotas. A lot of friends here watching Mitch compete. He's going to come short today against one of the all-time greats. Kyle Sherman will advance as well. To the semis for Sherman. 31-year-old from Manitoba comes up short against one of the all-time greats the sport has ever seen. Belmonte wins by 10 pins. Sherman is through as well to the semifinals. That's the next show. Sterner, Santtu, Tang, and Boog still coming up from here in suburban Minneapolis. Let's flash back last year, National Bowling Stadium in Reno. 2025 Chameleon. March 18th of last year. Malaysia's Tun Hakim, top seed, got by Kevin McCune, 269, 227. First player from Malaysia to win on the PBA Tour. What a celebration that was. Team Malaysia out in Reno. Just awesome. Truly an international sport, the World Series of Bowling. So many great players from overseas. All right, CB, here is the bracket. Updated. Tang, Boog, Jason Sterner, and Santtu. Speaking of international stars, about to go head-to-head. This should be fun.
Be very interesting to see if Boog can pull off the same type of ball reaction that he had on the pair on the right. And then Sterner and Santtu, man, it's hard to say. Belmo did not have great ball reaction, but Mitch's was worse. So none of the pairs have looked all that great, and Boog had made him look fantastic. So
Jason Belmonte, Kyle Sherman through to the next show here on CBS Sports Network. The semis and the championship. Who will join them? About to find out. But Krol flirted with a perfect game. Darren Tang on TV for the first time as a two-hander next. Final practice shots here. Santtu, Tahvanainen, Jason Sterner. We'll see Jason for the first time. While Darren Tang got a bye into the quarterfinals. Belmonte and Sherman are already through to the semis here in Minneapolis. And Chris Krol, his first outing, came pretty close to perfection, didn't he?
Man, what a great game he bowled all the way through start to finish, right up to the very end. Finally going just slightly high for a 9-pin. Stopped him from shooting 300 and from the rest of America from getting a free game.
Final practice shots. Tang, Krol, Sterner, Tahvanainen.
So all the players that won a previous match do flip over to the opposite pair, just like last time. Previous winners don't have an advantage over an incoming player in this case. So the lanes have transitioned interestingly. Santtu has a little bit of a blueprint following Belmonte.
Sterner with Tony Lanning, our tournament director, choosing who starts and where he'll finish.
It's not a look of certainty right now. But the scores were not high. 215 was basically the high game of the four games bowled the last round. Boog was throwing reactive. At least part of practice over there. He is back to his urethane ball, so apparently didn't like that good enough.
All over Tobias Börding from Germany in his first match. One of two players along with Simon trying to become a repeat winner on tour this year. Here's Krol. Okay. A little help from his friends.
Yep. That was the better lane, it seems like, in both matches. So probably smart for Darren to try and finish on that and choose to finish on it.
From upstate Rochester. First appearance on TV here in Minneapolis. Jason Sterner back under the bright lights. Nice start.
Perhaps a very overused term, but a great shot maker. He'll keep it online, he'll keep it in a little tube there, right around the 3-pin, just tipping it off of it.
About a year ago, Darren Tang went from 1 hand to 2. First time on TV as a two-hander. Good shot, ring a 10-pin.
It's probably a little bit crazy that a player can have a title as a one-hander, go to two-handed and probably already be better. At least potential. His ceiling is higher now than it was before.
232 for Santtu. First match. Wow. That was perfect.
No lack of power with Santtu.
There's no 10-pin. I need a 10 pin.
Simultaneous matches. Single elimination here at Chameleon. Got a respot here.
Yeah, it swept it off, and so got to respot the 10 pin. And Santtu just doesn't care. It's probably going to happen right in the middle of his approach.
Second frame for Tahvanainen. Nice shot, good pin action.
Again, using two different balls.
I go if I can.
As good-natured guys you'll ever meet, Santtu. He's fun to be around.
Any day now. No.
All right, we'll get the technical issue fixed up here as quickly as possible. Because Darren needs a 10-pin to shoot at. Finish out his first frame. Here we go. There it is. All right.
Also debuting
right there
is Darren shooting spares two-handed.
That's right.
And committing completely to it. So
He did.
an excellent spare shooter before. He was strikes two-handed and spares one-handed, but as his angles moved around and through the week, they bowled on the 4 different patterns, and they bowled, 40 games on 4 different patterns, then another 26 games on a 5th World Championship pattern, and doing so many different things, his spare game did not hold up, basically, and said it was just too much maintenance doing both throughout an entire week with this many different options.
Trip 10 pin there. Good shot for Darren. Singing the World Championship as well as the 9th and final seed for the opening show to get to the step ladder on June 13th. CBS Sports streaming live on Paramount Plus for the World Championship. All roads lead to Thunder Bowl.
Jason using an outer limits there.
First third straight. Yes. Good start. Continues for
Great
Sterner.
start. That one got a little further right and rolled off of it. That's great news for him. That'll help him loosen up.
Boog trying to continue his excellence. Keeps the train rolling.
Not as pretty as it was on the other pair, but the same result.
Same result in the end. Right lane for Santtu. Nice.
Well, I don't know what was the problem with the last 4 guys, because apparently these are easy now. I don't know.
That playing for Boog.
Yeah, you're welcome.
4-7.
All right.
There we go. Little turnabout is fair play. Well, Chris, you've been around this game your entire life. To answer your last question, you can't.
Yeah.
That's bowling. Educated guesses on transition. It's a tough thing to do. Fourth for Santtu. Good shot for a pin.
Said earlier, Santtu uses that 2-ball strategy. Uses a lot in most centers. Paid off a lot up at Brooklyn Park, I believe, as thought they was going to hook away from it, as he had a lot of differences between the 2 lanes in that particular center. Our first spare in the Sterner Tahvanainen.
What was that?
Yeah,
Tahvanainen?
Yeah, Santtu.
We'll work it together.
Yeah. I think I've room with Mika long enough. My finish would be better by now.
Exactly.
Right?
Tough one. Tough language. Drop there from Tang. As he talked with us, and Chris, you're around this tour all the time. Just didn't feel like it had the rev rate, had the carry, had the power, one-handed anymore. So it's a big change. I mean, that's a huge switch.
He said to have a title and to make a change, basically, that's a life change. but career potential, it's opened it back up again.
Sterner takes that left turn. Good ball reaction. The 10-pin stands for him somehow.
That got back from a spot that even Belmo's ball didn't really make it back from, so he's got the right matchup.
Tang took a re-rack first of his 2 in this match a moment ago. First 4th frame to go up by 12 pins. From the turkey. Nice.
Well done.
Oh my.
It's not good when you're asking your spare ball to tip.
That was close. Lost out year for this guy. Just outside Springfield, Missouri. Krol doesn't leave the bucket. That's the good news, but still 3 to cover.
This was a little light shaker on that lane too. Seems that lane hooks earlier and is also tighter down lane. Sterner with a chance to at least retain his lead. Or keep it even, I'm sorry.
Nice looking shot.
Yeah.
He and Heather are co-coaches for William Smith and Hobart bowling programs, Geneva, New York. About an hour drive from their home in Rochester. Reminds you of the O'Keefes.
Yes.
Running that Jacksonville State program. All their national championships between McKendree and Jack State's incredible.
What a year they had.
Again. Santtu would like to make this a good week. His 5th works on spare. 9-pin.
Not terrible news. That was a little inside of target.
Left lane for Boog. His 5th frame.
Oh boy.
Pays the price. The big 4 up for Boog Krol.
And that's where the problem on the right lane creeps into the left. You try and make it hook on the lane that already hooked.
Santtu 9-pin, quarterfinal matches, single elimination. Winner moves on, loser goes home here at Chameleon. 2 already through in Sherman and Belmonte to the semis. 4-7 down, 6-10 up there for Krol. Open frame and a match changer with Darren Tang.
Big opportunity for Darren.
Santtu.
Tahvanainen.
Much better.
I do know some Finnish nicknames I have.
I'm sure all your time in the Mika that would be.
But maybe that's for a different time.
Not that we know. You need the Google Translator probably.
No one knows that language.
Big one there for DT. Up by 41 with a strike in the 5th frame.
Man, how good has he been? This pair's been tough on everyone, and he's just no problem. Strike 10-pin 3-bagger, right? No, just the 10-pin. I'm sorry, 10-pin 4-bagger.
Huge lead, 41 pins.
41 pins. Chance to expand on that here going into the break.
The 32-year-old from Vegas wants more, has more. 51-pin lead on Boog Krol halfway home. Quarterfinals here at Chameleon. Boog flirting with that 300 in his first outing. Trouble against Darren Tang in the corners. More coming up from the Twin Cities next.
The The PBA World Series of Bowling on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by AMF, the home of PBA, where the pros play. Head to amf.com to find a center near you.
Back in the WSOB. Dave, Chris, our entire crew. Day 2 of 4 World Series of Bowling. 17 on CBS Sports Network. All culminating the road to Thunder Bowl.
I knew that.
But Krol in a lot of trouble here, Chris.
He's going to have to start now. Yeah. Still a chance to shoot 239 would be enough to keep things honest for sure. Going with the reactive.
6th frame after an open runaway Brooklyn and not the 3-9 double wood, just the 9-pin. Way off.
Didn't appear to be just about to run off a 7-bagger there. This match, on the other hand,
really tight.
Chance to go up by 11.
Six for Sterner.
Oh, just a little bit behind it, as you can see. By behind it, I mean just break point a couple of feet too long, coming in behind the head pin, leaving the flat 10. The winner of these two matches will face each other in the semifinal and join Belmonte, who will bowl Kyle Sherman in the other semifinal.
That's later tonight on CBS Sports Network. We're crowned a champion in the Chameleon. Cheetah last night went to Packy Hanrahan. His 3rd title, first on national TV. Seventh Krol works on a spare. Good shot.
Man, he makes his ball hook from some really cool spots. There's so few people that get their ball to 6-7 at 50 feet down the lane and still get it back to the head pin on this pattern.
Jason Sterner, 3-time PBA Tour champion. Last 2019, the PBA Illinois Open. So it's been a minute. Good shot. Good pin action.
Great shot. Keeps a 1-pin lead, but Santtu will have a chance to take the lead.
Back to one of the more remarkable stories in bowling. Once a top level one-handed bowler, now 2 hands. Tang, good shot. Keeps the train rolling. Up 61 pins now on Boog Krol. This match could go down to the last shot. Santtu down 1. 7th frame for the lead. Gets that.
Paralyzer. Not really the Yoka 10, more the Yoka 7. To finish nickname for a player who used to leave the 6-pin standing in the gutter next to the 10-pin. But
Tang partner is having himself a match,
wow.
Which continues up 71 pins now on Boog Krol into the 8th frame.
Wow.
Man, 9 spare that all strikes for Tang in this match. 7-bagger for Darren. He is running away from Boog Krol. Tahvanainen has another one.
Just
up 19 pins.
gets a paw full of one right there. Gets it up in the air a little bit. That one roared through the pins. All right. With the game Darren's put together, I'm not sure it would have mattered, but there was almost no way for him to get to this ball soon enough to really make that a match. Sterner now. Huge shot for him.
8th frame to cut it to 9. Needs it. 7 pins. Stubborn.
Wow.
Takes a knock and somehow stands. Foundation frame for Boog. 2-10 nasty split.
Max score for Sterner, 239.
.210, nicely done.
238 pace.
That was a sweet conversion of the split. A match he's well out of, but a highlight for Boog.
The unfortunate part for him is he could have shot that game last time and had an easy win and still been in this game. Actually been a little ahead. He flipped his 2 games.
Foundation frame for Sterner. That crosses over runaway Brooklyn. And Lee is the 5-pin. Hands are up here in Lakeville. Tang looks for the 8-bagger. Well, this time to the 7-pin, so the strike streak comes to an end, but still an enormous lead. Sterner covers. Says, put your hands down. I'm not buying. Darren missed that by a lot. He's turned away from it.
It's a work in progress.
You can afford that with a huge lead, but not in a tight match, that's for sure. Santtu trying to put the hammer down now on Sterner. Great shot. Up 30.
Not going to need much in the 10th frame now. No 4 or 5 counts here.
2-seed Darren Tang officially through. That one's over. Santtu. 1-2-4.
That could have got back to a number that put some things in play. But 7 is enough.
Santtu has won this match over Sterner. It's mathematically over, so we have our semifinals set now. Tang and Sterner, Belmonte and Sherman are the final 4 for the Chameleon Championship here at Lucky Strike Lakeville.
Santtu advances to the semifinals.
I hope I don't leave any.
They're having some fun here. A little experimentation too for when he's out here again. Test that ball out.
Really good game there. But Sterner, to his credit, pulled an excellent game too. That could have been, it could have easily been 40 more.
No love on the 9-pin, Jason Sterner. Quest for the first title for him in quite a while will continue. Breakout season. These 2 here at the World Series of Bowling. Comes to an end in Chameleon. Santtu Tahvanainen, think about a second PBA Tour title. He won the Owens Illinois Classic last year outside Chicago. Boog wrapping it up. 242, 195. Semifinal field is set. Belmonte, Sherman. Top seed Jason Belmonte trying for a 4th Chameleon championship in his incredible Hall of Fame to be career. And Darren Tang, amazing story, going to 2 hands from 1. We'll take on Santtu Tahvanainen of Finland in our next show. That's coming up later tonight on CBS Sports Network. We'll crown a champion. Cheetah went to Packy last night. Who wins the Chameleon? 4 bowlers are left. We started with 12 here in suburban Minneapolis. The semifinals of the Chameleon are set now for Chris Barnes. The entire crew, Dave Ryan saying so long for now. We'll be back after the break with more from the PBA World Series of Bowling. We crown the Chameleon champions. In a presentation of CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. 4 bowlers are left. Belmonte, Sherman, Santtu, and Tang. Only one can win the Chameleon championship and take home a PBA Tour title. We'll find out who that is next.